very pleased to have with us here Mr. Yeoh Oon Jin, the Executive Chairman of PwC Singapore. Hi, Mr. Yeoh.
Hi, Jerry.
So, what inspired you to become an accountant?
Oh, what inspired me to be an accountant? That goes back many years. When I was in college, I was deciding what to do, and the thought of being a chartered accountant in the UK was something that was very appealing to me. I quite liked the type of work that an accountant will do. So I decided back then that I'll pursue a degree in accountancy, and then to further that, to do a chartered accountancy in the UK.
So what are some challenges you faced during your career?
Challenges, okay. I guess people who join the accounting profession would know that in the early days there's a lot of hard work, long hours, and I've done my fair share of that. And I would say in the later part, as you become more senior, then you take on different responsibilities. So you need to be able to adapt. And then if you look at, as you progress up to aspiring to be a partner, then you start to begin to realize that you have to not only be technically good, but you also need to be able to bring in new work, be able to go out and win revenue for the firm. So those are new things that new skills that you have to acquire along the way. So throughout my career as an accountant in PwC, you really need to be able to adapt and change and respond to the requirements at the different stages of your career. So I would say those would be some of the key challenges.
Mr. Yeoh, so what are some of your career highlights?
Well, certainly making partner, as with any aspiring accountant would be very proud of. So to me, making partner and certainly in my career, taking over as the Executive Chairman of PwC was another major career highlight.
So by being so busy during your career, how do you manage to maintain a work-life balance?
Well, I think work-life balance is, in my mind, a bit of a misnomer. I think it's more about prioritizing things. So there are times when work becomes important, so you have to prioritize work. Other times, family and relaxation is important, so you have to prioritize that. So I think the accounting profession is such that there are times when you have to work hard, and there's no doubt about it. But at other times, you have certain ability to prioritize your time. And I would say that as you become more senior, as you progress through the firm, the ability to prioritize time gets better. So I would say that's how I address the work-life balance, by prioritization.
So what would you do if you were not an accountant?
Oh, well, when I was young growing up, I've always enjoyed going to new places, traveling, meeting new people, experiencing new things. And so in an early stage when I was much younger, I thought maybe I could be a pilot, see the world. But having said that, as growing up as an accountant in PwC, I've also seen the world. So in a way, I get the best of both worlds, that I get to choose to do a profession that I enjoy doing. And because of the meetings, because of the clients that I have, because of the need for me to be overseas, I've been able to get the best of both worlds. You know, see the world at the same time, build my career within PwC.
Oh, that's very awesome, Mr. Yeoh. So do you have any advice for young graduates who are stepping into this profession?
I would say that the profession is going through some major changes. The changes that are coming about from an accounting standards point of view, from an auditing standards point of view, the enhanced auditor report. So there are lots of changes. And one could look at those changes as being very negative and say, oh, it's just too difficult. But at the same time, if you start looking at those changes as opportunities, it's like a glass half full, half empty. If you look at it as half full, then you look at those changes as opportunities. Then I think you will come into the profession with the right mindset. If you come into the profession with half empty, then all those changes becomes big issues. And then when they become big issues, then you say, oh, this is just not for me. So I would say, come into the profession with the right kind of mental frame of mind, accept that there are changes, but those changes will give rise to more opportunities for you. So I think the profession as a whole has bountiful opportunities for aspiring accountants.
Thank you, Mr. Yeoh, for sharing your success story with us, as well as being an inspiration to aspiring accountants.